Hi everyone, Dana here from Momentum Creative Technology. Today we're going to take a guided tour of MoCast, the Momentum Screencast overlay for Blender. Think of MoCast as the chameleon of overlays, every part of it, icon, text, colors, sizes, behavior, adaptable to your needs. We're going to explore what the tool does, walk through the UI top to bottom, and I'll show you how each setting affects your on-screen tutorial experience. And at the very end, there's a bonus feature we haven't talked about yet, so stick around for that. First, installing MoCast. Installing MoCast is incredibly simple. All you need to do is take the Momentum Screencast overlay zip file, the one that contains the MoCast files, and drag it directly onto your Blender window. Blender will install it and, in most cases, automatically activate the add-on for you. If for any reason it doesn't activate, just open Blender's preferences, search for the Momentum Screencast overlay, and turn it on. After that, MoCast is ready to go. Opening the MoCast panel. To access MoCast controls, first open Blender's N panel. You can do this by pressing N on your keyboard while your mouse is over any 3D viewport. This opens the right side toolbar. On that toolbar, you'll see several tabs. Locate and click the MoCast tab to reveal the MoCast panel. This is where you'll find all overlay controls, presets, icons, and settings. At the top of the MoCast panel, we have the main control, Start Overlay. This button activates MoCast's live on-screen guide. Once it's running, mouse actions, clicks, keystrokes, and UI interactions appear visually on your screen. It's clean, it's clear, and it's designed to help your audience follow along without distraction. Right below it, you'll see the status, which switches from stopped to running once the overlay is active. Switching between workspaces. One important thing to understand is how MoCast behaves when you move between Blender workspaces. For example, from layout to animation, or from modeling to geometry nodes. MoCast always runs inside the currently active 3D viewport, and different workspaces may have different viewport configurations. Here's the workflow when switching to any new workspace. Select the workspace tab you want to move to. Click inside the 3D viewport for that workspace so Blender knows which viewport is active. Open the N panel in that viewport and locate the MoCast panel. Click Stop Overlay and Start Overlay again. This re-anchors the overlay to the viewport you're currently working on, ensuring MoCast follows you naturally through Blender. And if switch dragging ever stops working after switching workspaces, a quick stop-start resets the overlay instantly. Next is the branding icon section. This is where you define the visual identity of your overlay. And MoCast gives you three simple options. MoCast icon, which opens a drop-down containing a variety of built-in icons designed specifically for MoCast. Custom icon, ideal if you want your own branding front and center. Or no icon for the cleanest, most minimalist overlay. Let me show you how this works. When I choose MoCast icon, I get a list of built-in options. I'll scroll through and select just a few so you can see how quickly the overlay updates. Then I'll switch to Custom Icon, which lets you load any image you prefer, your channel logo, a course emblem, or whatever represents your brand. And finally, if you want zero branding on screen, you can simply choose No Icon. Quick, flexible, and completely adaptable for your teaching workflow. Moving down, we come to text content. Here you can customize the brand name, which appears as a subtle label in the overlay, and the idle text, which shows during quiet moments. And just to show you how easy this is, I'll change the default MoCast text. I'll replace the brand name with your brand, and the idle text with your message. Instantly, the overlay updates. No scripts, no restarts, just type, and it's ready. Idle text is perfect for reinforcing your course name, lesson title, or anything you want the viewers to see between actions. Here's where the fun begins. Next is sizing and geometry, where you can fine-tune how MoCast looks on screen. You can adjust the event font size, brand font size, brand icon size, icon padding, mouse glyph size, the sidebar gap, and the corner radius. These controls let you strike the right balance between clarity and aesthetics, from bold instructional cues to subtle, polished overlay. Next is color and shading, which defines the visual personality of your overlay. Here you can customize background color, background opacity, event color, brand color, mouse body color, GIF outline shade. This is where you really make MoCast your own. Matching your personal brand, your course style, or even the look of a specific video series. And since earlier in the video I loaded a custom icon, let me show you a quick trick. Using Blender's color picker, I can sample colors directly from that icon. I'll grab a tone from the icon and apply it to the background. Then I'll sample another color for the event text, another for the brand label, and finally one for the mouse body. Just like that, the entire overlay takes on the visual theme of your icon. Everything feels cohesive, polished, and on brand. Next, we have visibility and behavior. Without deep diving into every toggle, this section gives you full control over how the overlay behaves while you work. You can decide whether the branding is shown, which events are visible, keys, mouse actions, modifiers, axis indicators, and how much detail you want to present. There are also options for the mouse glyph, button orientation, whether the mouse tail appears, and how the overlay behaves when Blender is idle. And down at the bottom, the history and timing controls let you adjust how many recent events are displayed and how quickly the overlay fades out. Together, these options let you fine-tune exactly how much information your viewers see and when they see it, keeping the overlay helpful but never distracting. MoCast also includes a simple preset system. Once you've dialed in your perfect setup, you can save the preset and load it later. Great for switching between visual styles, teaching modes, or brand themes. Your preset folder is listed right here, so you always know where those files live. At the bottom, you'll find the Open MoCast Preferences, which takes you to the Blender add-on settings. This is where you'll find the bonus feature I mentioned at the beginning of the video. MoCast includes a translation override system that allows all on-screen messages, clicks, keystrokes, labels to display in multiple supported languages. Let me show you how quickly this works. I'll open the Preferences tab for MoCast, and right here you'll see a list of supported languages. All I have to do is pick one, and instantly all of MoCast text updates to match that language. Perfect for international audiences, multilingual classrooms, or production teams working across regions. MoCast adapts to your viewers wherever they are. And while we're here in Preferences, I'll click the website button. That takes us directly to the MoCast walkthrough page on the Momentum Creative Technology website, where you'll find screenshots, explanations, and our detailed breakdown of every feature we've covered today. And that wraps up our guided tour of MoCast, a clean, intuitive overlay designed to support your teaching and content creation, a tool that elevates your teaching without ever taking center stage, unless you want it to. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more tools from Momentum Creative Technology, designed to empower creators like you.